everybody, welcome back to Easy English Explanation by Pooja Joshi. So here's the second part of the first part, Santosh Yadav, of the lesson 8, Reach for the Top, NCERT, Beehive book of Standard 9. Good morning to all. So let's start with the 5th paragraph. Before that, we had seen that Santosh Yadav was born as a Santosh, as a contentment, as her family already had 5 sons, she had 5 brothers, so they wanted for a girl, and Santosh was born as a girl. So Santosh Yadav's birth was welcome in her family. And then she was very determined to do something different. She was determined to take the proper education. And she was determined not to marry until she had received a proper education and done something different, something proper in her life, which she always felt satisfied. So let's start with the 5th number paragraph. As usual, first I will read and then we can have the explanation and the word meanings. Wishing always to study a bit more, and with her father slowly getting used to her urge for more education, Santosh passed the high school examinations and went to Jaipur. She joined Maharani College and got a room in Kasturba Hostel. Santosh remembers Kasturba Hostel faced the Aravali Hills. I used to watch villagers from my room going up the hill and suddenly vanishing after a while. One day I decided to check it out myself. I found nobody except a few mountaineers. I asked if I could join them. To my pleasant surprise, they answered in the affirmative and motivated me to take to climbing. So here in 5th paragraph, what happened? She always wanted to have little bit more than others. She was not satisfied. Though her name was Santosh, she wasn't satisfied. And she was always having the urge to get more and more education, to do something extraordinary. She passed the high school examination in Delhi and then she went to Jaipur. And in Jaipur, she joined the Maharani College and got herself admission in hostel. Santosh remembers, she recalls that Kasturba hostel, it faced the Aravali hills. And she used to watch the villagers. They were climbing up the hill and suddenly they were vanishing from there. She couldn't make out that what exactly was happening. So she decided to see that how they are climbing hills and what they are up to, where they are going after climbing the hill. She decided to check it out herself and she found nobody except few mountaineers, persons who are climbing the mountains, mountaineers. She asked them that if she could join them. She wished to join the mountaineers. She also wished to climb the hill, and to her happy surprise, they answered in the affirmative. Affirmative means they answered positively and said yes. And she was also motivated to join for climbing the hill. Number 6 paragraph now. Then there was no looking back for this determined young girl. She saved money and enrolled in a course at Uttar Kashi's Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. My college semester in Jaipur was to end in April, but it ended on 19th of May. And I was supposed to be in Uttar Kashi on the 21st. So I did not go back home. Instead, I headed straight for the training. I had to write a letter of apology to my father, without whose permission I had got myself enrolled at Uttar Kashi. Here's the 6th paragraph now for the explanation. Now after that first time she climbed, she never looked back. She never looked back from where she had started. She only wanted to move ahead. She kept on saving money by working odd and part-time jobs, and even her parents were sending her money by that time. She got admission at Uttarkashi's Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, and her college semester, that is a course syllabus, it was going to end in April, but it ended instead of April, it ended on 19th of May, and she had to join Uttarkashi Institute on the 21st. So she had only one day in between. So she was not able to go home to Haryana to meet her friends and family and took the father's permission. So without father's permission, she just wrote an apology, sorry letter to her father at her home, and she went straight away. She headed straight. Headed straight means she just went away straight from there to Uttarkashi Institute of Mountaineering. Thereafter, Santosh went on an expedition every year. Her climbing skills matured rapidly. Also, she developed a remarkable resistance to cold and the altitude. Equipped with an iron will, physical endurance, and an amazing mental toughness, she proved herself repeatedly. The culmination of her hard work and sincerity came in 1992. Just 4 years after she had shyly asked the Aravalli mountaineers if she could join them, at barely 20 years of age, Santosh Yadav scaled Mount Everest, becoming the youngest woman in the world to achieve the feat. If her climbing skills, physical fitness, and mental strength impressed her seniors, her concern for others and desire to work together with them found her a special place in the hearts of fellow climbers. So here's the explanation of 7th number paragraph. After that, she went on an expedition every year. Every year she used to climb. Her climbing skills developed because of lots and lots of practice. She matured them rapidly, that is fastly. She also developed a remarkable resistance to stop the cold from coming near to him. She was able to easily get over with the extreme cold conditions over the mountains. She developed a resistance, that is, an immunity not to catch easily cold or not to suffer cold. And the altitude means to the height, whatever difficulties we are facing with the height, she was easily able to capture them and come over with it. Equipped with an iron will, physical endurance, and an amazing mental toughness. That is, she was having the weapons of iron will. Her will was like iron will. One of our great leaders like Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. She was an iron will lady like Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Physical endurance. Endurance means the body capacity to maintain the body nicely even in tough mental or physical conditions, to bear the pain or suffering with the mental toughness and endurance. She proved herself again and again. Let me show you the meaning of endurance here. Endure means to suffer something painful or difficult patiently with the lots of patience. Then the culmination of her hard work. Culmination means the result which we have got after a long time or pain and sufferings. After repeated efforts, she got the result in 1992, just 4 years after, when she had first time asked the Aravalli mountaineers that whether she could join them. May I be able to join with you? She asked them as she wanted to climb the mountain with them. Only 4 years after, she was able to reach the pinnacle of this Mount Everest. Let me show you the meaning of culmination. Culmination means the highest or climactic point of something, especially attained after a long time. that is at barely 20 years of age. Barely means rarely. She had not even reached 20 years properly, and she had reached Mount Everest. She became the youngest woman in the world to achieve the feat. That is, she was the youngest woman. She made that record to climb the Mount Everest. Let me show you the meaning of feat. An achievement that requires great courage, skill, or strength. An achievement that requires great courage, skill, or strength. If her climbing skills, physical fitness, and mental strength impressed her seniors, her concern for others, desire to work together with them, found her a special place in the hearts of fellow climbers. Means not even she was physically and mentally strong, but she had a very, very good nature, mixing nature, which was she was always ready to help her fellow climbers. She believed in a team spirit, which is very necessary in this type of teamwork, whether it is sports or climbing the mountain. Her physical fitness, her climbing skills, her mental strength, she found a place in the heart of her seniors. Seniors were impressed to see her capabilities and abilities. Her concern for others, she was always caring for others, and she desired to work together like a teamwork, and that found her a special place in the hearts of fellow climbers. Now, as for the 8th paragraph now, let me read it out first. During the 1992 Everest mission, Santosh Yadav provided special care to a climber who lay dying at the South Pole. She was unfortunately unsuccessful in saving him. However, she managed to save another climber, Mohan Singh, who would have met with the same fate had she not shared her oxygen with him. So, what happened? In 1992, she was not able to save his fellow climber. She may have, of course, tried a lot, but she was unlucky to be unsuccessful in saving him. Means that person was not saved because of, sometimes there are extreme weather conditions, because of too cold, because of some illness or any other reason, because of some accident that may have happened. It becomes very difficult to survive in these type of conditions, but to the good luck, she managed to save another climber whose name was Mohan Singh. Imagine, she shared her oxygen cylinder with him to save his life. Can we all do so? It's quite tough and difficult choice. Otherwise, Mohan Singh would have died had she not shared the oxygen with him. Now, the 9th paragraph. Let me read it out first. Here it is. Within 12 months, Santosh found herself a member of an Indo-Nepalese women expedition that invited her to join them. She then scaled the Everest a second time, thus setting a record as the only woman to have scaled the Everest twice, and securing for herself and India a unique place in the annals of mountaineering. In recognition of her achievements, the Indian government bestowed upon her one of the nation's top honors, the Padma Shri. So the explanation: within 12 months, Santosh found herself a member of an Indo-Nepalese women's expedition. They offered her that she can join them. So she was able to join them, and she was maybe very, very happy to join. Of course, she may be happy. She was happy, we can say. Then she scaled the Mount Everest the second time, and she set a record. The second year only he reached Mount Everest the second time. So that is also a record for her. And she was able to get the position for herself and India. She made India proud, no need to say. In the annals of mountaineering, in the records, in the achievements of mountaineering, she was able to make her different special place, and government recognized her. Recognized means appreciated and gave her awards, and one of the most top honors of the nation, top awards, that is the Padma Shri. Indian government bestowed, that is prized, gifted, showered on her. Let me show you the meaning of bestowed. See here. Confer or present, an honor, a right, or a gift. Then number 10, paragraph number 10. Let me read it out first. Describing her feelings when she was literally on the top of the world, Santosh has said, "It took some time for the enormity of the moment to sink in. Then I unfurled the Indian tricolor and held it aloft on the roof of the world. The feeling is indescribable. The Indian flag was flying on the top of the world. It was truly a spiritual moment. I felt proud as an Indian. Also a fervent environmentalist, Santosh collected and brought down 500 kilograms of garbage from the Himalayas." Now let me explain you the 10th and the last paragraph of the first part, Santosh Yadav. In that, the second subpart. Describing her feelings means when she reached the top of the world, when she reached Everest, imagine how happy and how exciting, how on the top of the world, standing on the top of the world, she was on the top of the world by mentally also. Means she said some lines like, "It took some time to imagine and digest, to sink in," means to take inside her, to sink in here. See, to digest the situation, to be understanding the situation. Such enormity of the situation was there. Enormity, such huge, big moment was there. It is indeed a big moment. And she held the tricolor. First she unfurled our Indian tricolor flag. She hoisted the tricolor flag and held it aloft on the roof of the world. She held it very, very high, at the highest possible place. She caught that on the hold and just hold it ahead. Feeling is indescribable. Indescribable means the feeling which cannot be described. The feeling which cannot be described is indescribable. The Indian flag was flying on the top of the world. It was a truly spiritual, very, very emotional and religious kind of moment. And she felt, and even we are feeling right now while learning the lesson, we are feeling extremely proud as an Indian. And what is written in the last two sentences of the lesson? That she was a fervent environmentalist. Fervent means extremely strong and sincere, related to the environment. She believes that we should not pollute and spoil our environment. She was a fervent environmentalist, and she collected and brought down kachra, the garbage from the Himalayas, and that too not 1 or 2 kgs but 500 kilograms of garbage from the Himalayas. With this, we end the session as well as the video of part 2, that is subpart of Santosh Yadav, lesson number 8 and CRT Beehive book standard 9. See you in the next session soon. Bye bye.